We've been hearing from investigators following another incident of shots fired outside the U.S. Consulate in Toronto. Officers heard the gunfire in the area just before 5 o'clock this morning and found a shell casing outside the building. A spokesperson for the U.S. Embassy confirms at least one gunshot hit the building. The CBC's Greg Ross has the latest.
Morning, Toronto police telling us that, yes, a single shot was fired here at the U.S. Embassy, or the U.S. Consulate here behind me. They're telling us that there was a police officer, a Toronto police officer who was stationed here and heard that single gunshot and then spotted a late model white Honda Accord trying to flee the area. He quickly radioed that in, and then officers in a cruiser were able to give pursuit, a high-speed chase through the streets of downtown Toronto. That white Honda Accord made its way to one of the major highways here in downtown Toronto, the Don Valley Parkway. And if you know that highway, it's a very windy, twisty highway. And that car was trying to flee at a high rate of speed. Toronto police did give pursuit on the highway, but they tell us eventually they were forced to give up that pursuit out of safety concerns.
You would expect a highly visible police cruiser stationed right in front of the consulate would act as a deterrent. It perhaps speaks to the brazen quality of this act, the recklessness that's involved. Certainly to engage in a high-speed pursuit, at certain points the speeds were in excess of 140 kilometers per hour. So we are dealing with quite a dangerous individual or individuals.
Now, the key to this is the fact that that white Honda Accord did not have any license plate on it, so they were not able to identify it. Police say they are continuing the search for this vehicle.
And Greg, this is the second time this year there have been shots fired outside the U.S. Consulate behind you. Did police draw a connection between the two shootings?
Well, police say at this point they cannot officially connect the two shootings, but one connection we can make is the fact that the officer who was stationed here, the officer who heard that gunshot, was here because he was on a security detail because of that original shooting that happened back in March. And since then, an investigation into that shooting led to the arrest of 3 individuals. There was actually a Toronto police officer who was shot and killed during one of those arrests. So this has been a big issue here in the city of Toronto. And there's been many other shootings at Jewish-owned bakeries. There was 2 over the weekend. There were synagogues that have been targeted within the last several months by gunmen. It's not clear if any of these shootings, the other 2 shootings this week in particular, were connected to the one that happened here outside the U.S. Consulate in downtown Toronto. But obviously, police say they're looking into all leads. They're looking into everything, and if there is a connection, they say they're going to find it.
I want to say to the person or persons responsible, we will get you. We have apprehended the previous shooters, all 3 of them, and we will bring you to justice. You will be held accountable.
That, of course, was Toronto Mayor Olivia Chow, who is also here at this press conference today. And, of course, one of the big questions is the fact that this keeps happening. What can police do to keep people safe? And that remains a question that they are just not able to answer at this time, Andrew.
The CBC's Greg Ross in Toronto. Police have also released these photos of the vehicle identified at the scene. Described as a newer model white Honda Accord, they're asking anyone who witnessed the incident or may have dash cam footage or other information to contact police.